Well, hello ladies and germs. It's Sean. Welcome back to the channel. And no, your ears are not deceiving you. I got my laptop fixed! Woohoo! Yes! Literally, just about an hour ago, I went ahead and I got a brand new fan installed in my laptop. Here is a look at the old fan. For those of you who are just tuning in, have no idea what I'm talking about. This fan right here that you see was starting to poop out on me. The bearings in the fan were actually, more specifically, the bearings were pooping out on me, and it was making the most ridiculously annoying noise you could ever possibly imagine. I described it as a 1980 Ford F-150 pickup truck trying to start in the winter. And there's a cylinder that went down. That's how annoying my laptop was sounding. It was the reason why I had to mute the audio in Weekly Chronicles. I did not want you guys to sit through that entire video having to almost want to scratch your eyeballs out and even scratch your ears out, for that matter, your eardrums out, because of how annoying and how cringe-worthy the sound that my laptop was making. But, like I said, we got a new fan installed. No more annoying noises for me. Hopefully, starting now to the end of time, end of my time doing YouTube videos, hopefully there will not be any more annoying noises that come across the videos. Knocking on wood for that one. So, yeah. Also, the podcast, episode 2, Stealing Your Time. I mentioned on Twitter that my laptop kind of determined on if the podcast was going to happen on time or was going to be delayed. And I'm happy to announce to you guys that, yes, episode 2 of the podcast will be going on as scheduled tomorrow, Saturday, Halloween edition, spooky edition of the podcast. I cannot wait. It is going on as scheduled tomorrow. Don't know what time I'll put it up yet. It will be going up live on both the YouTube channel here and on Spotify. So for those of you that don't have Spotify, you can listen to it / watch it here on YouTube. And for those of you who have Spotify, it's there for you to it'll be there for you guys to listen. So yes, episode 2 of the podcast coming tomorrow. It will not be delayed. So without further ado, let's get into the meat and potatoes of today's video. We are here for Weekend League Week 8, the lineup update. For those of you who have not tuned into these videos before, what these videos are is that I show you guys my offense and my defense that I run for the 25 games of Weekend League, the unit, the brigade, the warriors that we take into battle each and every single week. And I show you guys any new improvements that I made to the team, all that good stuff. So without further ado, let's not waste any more of you guys' time. Let's show you the squad. As you can see right off the bat, we have a new highest overall player on the team, but he's on defense. And we're going to start first with the offense. For those of you that watch these videos on a weekly basis, first of all, thank you so much for the support. You guys know that a common theme every single week is that I like to change my abilities, and it is not much different this week. We've got a few ability changes on offense and a couple of ability changes on defense. So let's get into it. But first, the players. On offense, the players, there has not been much that has changed except for tight end. We actually went ahead and we powered up Darren Waller all the way to a 91 overall. Now, he does have a higher version of that. As you can see, he goes up to a 92 overall, but his price is stupid expensive because he's the best tight end in the game. We don't have the coins for him at the moment. Hopefully, we'll be able to get him soon. But here is what he looks like regardless. He will be replacing Dawson Knox as my other tight end in the single back wing slot offense. He'll also be blocking for me as well when I run the ball. But 88 speed, 95 catching, 95 short route running, and 92 medium route running. He is a stud, and this is not even his fully upgraded version. So yes, Darren Waller, the only new player addition to the team. But once again, we've got ability changes we have to let you guys know about. So, we are still rocking a majority of the same abilities, except we made a couple of changes. We're still rocking the Double Me X Factor on Tyrone Calico. Still rocking the Backfield Master on Reggie Bush, which, I mean, Backfield Master is the best running back ability in the game. It's not even close. Identifier on Kevin Mawai. Gunslinger, which is the best ability in the game on offense. Tight end Apprentice, and the other abilities are new. So, I will say this. My offensive tackles, which are Joe Thomas and Lane Johnson, they've had abilities pretty much all year. And they are the weakest links on my team. They are both terrible. I will just put it out there. They are both terrible. But I've been hearing rumblings of this ability, the Fool Me Once ability. Over the past couple of weeks, I've been running Edge Protector, and that's what pretty much everyone runs. And these dudes still get absolutely butchered by defensive ends, even defensive ends who don't even have edge threat. This ability could potentially be a game saver for these two. Fool Me Once, which gains blocking resistance faster, and it also, they hold on to the blocking resistance throughout the entire game. So I am hoping and praying to God that this is the right ability on your tackles. Fool Me Once. I'm hoping it works better than Edge Protector, because these guys were still getting absolutely bullied with Edge Protector. So Fool Me Once on both of my tackles, Joe Thomas and Lane Johnson. And then we have a new ability on our offensive line as well. We got rid of the post-up ability on both of our guards, and we went ahead and we picked up the threat detector ability. Now, this ability has been rearing its head in the competitive scene. It's becoming one of the most popular abilities in the game and one of the most overpowered abilities in the game, because as you can see by the description, threat detector highlights blitzers during pre-play on 3rd and 4th down. So on 3rd and 4th down, you will see above my opponent's heads, essentially, you will see like a red exclamation point. That indicates that that player is blitzing. So you can see if your opponent is blitzing 6 people or 7 people or however many people on a play, simply because you have this ability. A lot of people have been saying this is overpowering, but let's not get too carried away. This ability is not overpowered. I'm trying it. I'm having it on team. It is amazing. It is worth 2 ability points, though, out of 10, which is kind of unfortunate. It'd be amazing if it was 1, but it is what it is. It's still a very, very good ability, and that's the reason why we're going to rock it this week on Richie Incognito. So that is the offense. Once again, Darren Waller, the only new player, and switched up a couple of abilities. Other than that, this offense is for real. This offense is for real. Now, moving on to the defense. As you guys saw in my top 3, we finally went ahead and made the informed and right decision to pick up none other than Taylor Mays. For those of you who have been watching the videos the past couple of weeks, you know that they gave out a power-up for the 50. They gave up like a solo challenge string or whatever, and you could choose one of like 6 power-ups from the 50 players. And I was going to choose between either Mr. Taylor Mays here or Nnamdi Asomugha. And after 2 weeks of thinking, long and hard, pause, we have went ahead and made the decision to get Taylor Mays. Now, here is what he looks like on our team. There are far better versions of him on crazier teams. This card is sick. This card is insane. He has 93 speed, 93 acceleration, 97 tackling, 93 zone coverage, 93 hit power. He can lay the lumber. And I'm fully expecting him to absolutely ball out for me this weekend. For those of you who are wondering, well, how are you going to use him? Where are you going to put him at? It's a good question. A lot of people use him. A lot of people just keep him in coverage. What I am going to be doing with Taylor Mays, he is going to be playing my slot cornerback position. You're probably scratching your head like, what the, why? Why would you do that? Why wouldn't you use him? Why wouldn't you put him at linebacker or safety? It's honestly a personal preference for me. Is the reasoning why he is going to be playing cornerback. Slot cornerback to be specific. I just have a feeling, I have an inkling that he is going to absolutely ball out. I feel like he's going to ball out regardless where he's at, because he's an absolute god. But I feel like him playing in the slot, especially with him pretty much going to be in a flat zone every single play. Oh yeah. Try to throw the ball his way, and he's going to absolutely light you up like the 4th of July. So yeah, that's the reason. Maybe in a couple months down the line, we'll go ahead, we'll switch him up, we'll user him, we'll put him at linebacker, we'll put him at safety. But for now, he is going to be playing slot cornerback. We also did give him the acrobat ability as well. Other than that, once again, no other changes on the team. Everything else is pretty much the same when it comes to the players. But it wouldn't be a lineup video if the abilities changed, right? The abilities have changed, and they've actually changed on my defensive line this weekend. We're still running a crap ton of acrobats. Well, as you can see, once again, Taylor Mays, he has acrobat. So too does Jamal Adams as well. Jamal Adams is hiding, by the way. You didn't see him there on the defensive screen. He's hiding at the sub linebacker because that's where he plays. We made a decision to go ahead and try out something different this weekend. Something that I think it'll make the pass rush better. So, we still have Lawrence Taylor active with double or nothing. Same goes with Adalius Thomas. What we went ahead and changed up this weekend, and hopefully works out for the best, is we have now got the defensive rally ability on Leroy Glover. And what this does, as you can see, it adds a pass rush point to all linemen on 3rd and 4th down. And as you can see by the description of double or nothing, grants dominant pass rush wins at twice the cost. So let's say it's 2nd down, or 3rd down actually, and Adalius Thomas only has 1 pass rush bar. Well, guess what? He's going to gain another. He's going to gain a second one because of the defensive rally ability. He's going to gain one of those pass rush points. So then he'll have 2, which means he could technically be granted a dominant pass rush win, even though he only had 1 before the 3rd down. And the same goes for the 4th down as well. I know it kind of this sounds really confusing. I know I'm kind of confused by just explaining it, but I have a feeling this is going to make these two right here, Lawrence Taylor and Adalius Thomas, go crazy this weekend. That's what I have a feeling it'll do, especially 3rd and 4th down. I am expecting one of those two to get home. Not every down, not every 3rd and 4th down, because that would just be too crazy. But here and there, absolutely. I will definitely expect either one of these two to get home. So we are going to gamble. We're going to risk it for the biscuit this weekend with the defensive rally ability. Hopefully it works out for the best. If not, we're going to scrap it and try something else out. Probably go back to double or nothing on him and then go back to acrobat on someone else. So yeah, fingers crossed. Hopefully I'll be giving positive feedback next week on defensive rally comboed up with double or nothing to hopefully be very glitchy. But other than that, that's the only change we made as far as the abilities go. We still have acrobat on Derwin James, L'Jarius Sneed, and Deion Sanders and Denzel Ward. We actually had to give up acrobat this week on Isaiah Simmons, unfortunately, with the defensive rally ability being 2 AP. We had to get rid of one of our acrobats, and I got rid of the acrobat on my user, Isaiah Simmons. I feel like he doesn't necessarily need it, even though it's great and all. I don't think he necessarily needs it. So that's what we're sacrificing this week to get the defensive rally ability active. So that is pretty much it. There's actually one more big thing that I'll get into here in a second. We're still running Morton Anderson with focus kicker, so the best kicker in the game. There you can see Derwin and Jamal hiding here at sub linebacker. We are still running good old Tampa Brady Buccaneers offense with the 4-6 defense as well. And the one extremely, extremely huge thing that we went ahead and we got this weekend is going to make a huge, huge difference to the entire team. And it has to do with the physical chemistry, and it has to do with this bad boy right here, Sprinter. As you can see, we have it at 41 out of 40. What it does is it gives everyone on our team that has it +2 speed and +2 acceleration. Oh yes, the whole entire team just got extremely, extremely faster based on Sprinter being all the way up to tier 4 at 41 out of 40. We were able to use the weekly rewards that we got. We were able to get the coins and the training to get the +2 speed on a team. I'm not going to go ahead and I'm not going to show you all the players on the team, but just know a lot of them got a hell of a lot faster because of this. Both Brandon Cooks and Tyrone Calico are both 94 speed. And I think L'Jarius Sneed is like 95 speed. So yeah, speed is king in Madden. It always will be king in Madden. We just got way faster, boys. I am super, super excited to play this weekend. Hopefully, all the luck goes my way and not my opponent's way. So hopefully we can bring home 20 wins. That is the goal this week, but ultimately the goal is to go 1-0 every single game. So without further ado, thank you guys for tuning in. I know this video went pretty long, almost longer than Weekly Chronicles itself. That's pretty crazy. But for those of you who are loyal and watched the whole thing, I greatly appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Once again, episode 2 of the podcast will be out tomorrow on Halloween. Get ready, get spooky. It is going to be lit AF, as the kids say. Until then, I am Steeler Sean. I'm signing out. Have a phenomenal evening. Have a great and safe weekend. And I'm out. Peace.